Okay, I kind of mathed wrong earlier. I said I'd be drinking about 72, maybe I said 76, completely wrong. Ounces of beer earlier in the video. Actually, 16 ounces, or 16 ounces is 96 ounces, not 72, which would be 12 ounces, or I think I said 76, so maybe I was partly thinking it should be 96 and just, I don't know. Anyway, obviously I don't have that volume beer calculation memorized just yet, but maybe that means I'm not as big a drunk as people think I am. Anyway, we're up to the number 4 beer. This is Berry Matter Blueberry Goza, and again at 4.3% ABV. Some would think this isn't the next one in the lineup, but I'm thinking I had them slightly misaligned in the first place. But a Goza should be having more of a sour than a Belgian wit. So, we don't want to go too crazy there, although this one's definitely frothy and effervescent because I didn't get all that aggressive on that pour, I don't think. And yet I still wound up with this. I can already see like the pinkish tinge there from the blueberries. And yes, it sometimes lends a pink tinge to a beer, even though it should be closer to a blue or purple, but... Right, so this is brewed with blueberries from Allen's in Ellsworth, Maine. So Allen's must be a blueberry farm, maybe a pick-your-own place. Who knows? It just says from Allen's in Ellsworth, Maine. So it's always nice when a local brewery takes advantage of local ingredients for specialty beers. I know places like Bigelow try to do it all the time, and they'll use exclusively local stuff if they can. I should flatten those tabs out if I'm going to do the pyramid thing. Alright. Hopefully some of that goes down before we start drinking. But, oh yeah. Look at that. I guess maybe more of a puce color to it. A light puce. It's slightly on the pinkish end of purple or blue. Slightly on the pinkish end of purple. Down here it almost looks like grapefruit juice. But up here it's got that nice puce-ish color to it. Slightly less effervescent than the others. I'm seeing fewer bubbles. They're concentrated in smaller points, smaller areas, but definitely hazy. Definitely hazy. When I say that looked like grapefruit juice at the bottom, it's not just the color, it's also the cloudiness. Whew. Bit of a neutral aroma. Maybe a slight hint of tartness. Mostly I'm not smelling anything. I'm going to give this head a chance to come down. Even though the head usually brings up more aromas, we'll see what happens when there's a little more liquid volume towards the top there. Yeah. Slightly tart aroma. Bit of a medium mouthfeel. A little more body to it than some of the others. Huh. A little tart, slightly sweet. I'm getting a hint of blueberry in there. It's a little crisp, but honestly, it seems a little watered down as well compared to the flavors I'm getting from the others. It's a little earthy. I don't think that's like a hoppy earthiness. I think that's just a characteristic of the beer itself. Most gozes have more of an upfront sourness. Yeah, I'm definitely getting mild notes of graininess, tartness, earthiness, and a little bit of sweetness. I'm honestly not specifically getting a lot of blueberry, but in the finish, everything together is giving me an impression of blueberry. This one's not working as well for me. I gotta hit this with a 2.5 out of 5. Pardon. Because I'm getting hints of everything that I should be. It's just not as flavorful as what I would expect from a blueberry goes. Ooh, pardon. Especially not considering how flavorful these other beers were. So, again, I said I was only going to try and say this once, but I'm going to hit on an earlier point. A 2.5 out of 5 is average. So this is a nice average beer. But it's just kinda what it should be. Not too much of anything, but not too little of anything either. It's just kind of right there. Nice average beer. Easy to drink, obviously. And I got nothing bad to say about it. So again, it's just getting that 2.5 average rating. It's a decent beer, but it's not really impressing me in any way, shape, or form. It's a nice blueberry goza. Hey, thanks for using local ingredients. That's great. But it probably could use a lot more blueberry in there. Maybe that's the limiting factor. Maybe they pledged to only use local blueberries and they couldn't get enough of them. I don't know. I'm speculating here. Let's leave it at that. It's an average beer. 2.5 out of 5. I'm going to finish it up and we're going to move on to the pale ale.